Welcome to the Gain Momentum podcast, focusing on timeless lessons from senior leaders in hospitality, food service, travel, and technology. My co-host today is Vincent Sampson, and our special guest today is Kartik Goyal, Business Development Manager at Simplotel. Kartik, how are you?
I'm doing great, Adam. How are you?
Doing good. You're joining us from India today, is that correct?
Absolutely. It's night here. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have three time zones here. I'm in Toronto, Vincent is in Valencia, and you're in Delhi, I believe.
Yeah, I'm in Delhi right now.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it speaks to the global nature of hospitality, as well as in this relentless move towards cloud-based technologies. You don't need to have a software company that's based out of your hometown
Yeah.
or your own country or market. It's nice, but we're dealing with global software companies that can deploy everywhere, minus some issues around data residency and data transit. But that is the nature of our industry. And it's a very important point because Simplotel has a lot of clients from around the world. So why don't you start by discussing what Simplotel is and how many clients you have, the diversity of those clients, and what your technology does.
Yeah. Awesome. Um, so Adam, our focus has been very clear in life, helping hotels and resorts grow direct online bookings through their own website. So what happens, Adam, is most of the hotels think they lose bookings to online travel agents because of marketing budgets. But what we have seen over the last 10 years is that it's actually a technology and experience gap, not a demand gap. Guests want to book direct, but they just don't want friction. So, what we are doing is we are helping overcome this problem by building the hotel's brand website and booking engine together. So, most of the hotel website and booking engine treat each other as stranger. We build it together so the guest journey feels fast, familiar, and trustworthy. Um, Today we work with around 3,000 plus hotels across 26 countries. And one thing what we have consistently see is that bookings coming from hotels on website deliver the highest RevPAR. So yeah, that's what we do for a living. We have quite split of customers across 26 countries. We have customers in North America, Caribbean, Asia Pacific. Yeah, a lot of places.
So, Kartik, drilling down to the history of Simplotel, there is something to be said about the number of clients you have and getting to that point where you now
Yeah.
have thousands of clients worldwide, independents, small groups, etc. Walk us back to the founding of Simplotel. What was the minimum viable product, and how did you really gain traction in the hotel industry?
Yeah. Awesome. So you are taking back us to the old days.
Mm.
Very nice. So Adam, when we started, the core problem was very obvious. Hotels were getting online bookings, but most of them were coming through travel agents, online travel agents, and at a very high commission cost. So OTAs are very strong at technology. For example, if you visit Expedia, search for hotel and don't book, they will immediately follow up with emails or SMS. They will show you member discounts and remind you with the live pricing. Hotels didn't have this kind of technology at them. So their website and booking engine are still disconnected. So our MVP was very simple. We focused on bringing conversion focused OTA like technology to the hotel's own website. So whatever all these things OTA does, we do it on hotel's website and booking engine. That's why we build this website and booking engine as one integrated system. And if I talk about some of our early customers, we had Serenity Hotels and Resorts. It's a chain based in California. We have Enthusiast Hotel Collection. We have Sarovar and Justa group of hotels as well. So these were the hoteliers who believed that direct bookings could actually become a
Mhm.
serious channel, not just an add-on to their one of the channel. So yeah, that's what
Right.
we do.
Kartik, where
Yeah.
are you currently servicing these hotels? Is it only in India, or are you in other different countries as well?
So currently, Vincent, we have two offices. One of our offices in New York, and one of our headquarters are in Bangalore, India.
Yeah,
So we operate from these two offices globally. Yeah.
I got you. And do you have, what kind of clients do you serve in the US, for example? Is it really those boutique hotels, smaller groups, or have you succeeded in already getting some larger groups as well?
So great question, Vincent. So our main focus is on independent boutique hotels
Yeah,
and the smaller group of domestic hotels. So in every country or every city, you see there are a lot of national chains. So our focus has always been to those national chains to empower those national chains to grow their direct bookings. So yeah, that was our
yeah.
focus.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And in terms of the other booking engines out there, what do you think is really what differentiates you guys? You mentioned that you have systems that you offer on your as a unified solution, right? So hotels don't have to have five different tools, five different vendors for a booking engine, a channel manager, a CRS, and whatnot. Would you say that's one of the value propositions, or how would you define that?
Um, Great question. So Vincent, our value proposition lies in growing direct booking. So, what you usually see in market is people do a lot of things like they do channel manager, they do GDS, they do
Yeah,
website, they do booking engine, price parity tool, rate parity tool. But no one is actually focusing on growing direct bookings primarily. So, in order to grow direct bookings, what we have seen is website and booking engine plays a crucial role because this is the digital storefront for every customer. So what we have seen, another part is most of the hotel websites or booking engine are still not integrated very well. So for example, you go to XYZ hotel and you try to make a reservation. The moment you click on book now, it takes you to the third party domain, which is not actually even a hotel's domain. But OTAs are great at doing it. You can't even differentiate between the website and booking engine on Expedia. It's
yeah,
seamless. So we do the similar kind of stuff. When someone clicks on book now on our website, on hotel's website, he lands on the same domain with the logo, with the favicon on the top of the URL. These
yeah,
are small things which we focus on. And also, Vincent, website and booking engine are not talking with each other. For example, if I do something on the booking engine, it should be personalized on the website. So
yeah.
I think that's what differentiates us from a lot of other vendors. Yeah.
It's interesting. We're talking about the integration of booking engine and website and having that proper, I guess, seamless data flow between both entities. And the term
Yeah.
I use to describe this convergence is a digital storefront. And the OTAs have had this for a while. And one of the key questions I always approach a hotel project with is if your booking flow is not as convenient as an OTA or as frictionless, why would somebody prefer booking with you versus an OTA? So therein, the question to you is, how does Simplotel create a booking flow that is as seamless, if not more seamless than the OTA?
Awesome. So, see, there
Mhm.
are few factors which really drives bookings through online travel agent. For example, you go to Expedia, you will see the live prices on the first fold. Like the $100 is the price inclusive of all taxes. You have a clarity in your mindset, but most of the hotel booking engine doesn't do that. So we believe in showing live prices on the first fold of the website so that customer can actually click on the book now. This is the first step which we are taking care of. Next, what we have observed is the booking engine's UI UX is very much cluttered nowadays. You see multiple call to action buttons on every booking engine. So my idea always here is that there are three stage of customer. One is discovery, one is action, and one is conversion. So the discovery stage is primarily your website where customer discovers about your offers and everything. Now you need not to make your booking engine so fancy that customer get confused in that. So what we believe in is in making the booking engines UI UX brain dead simple. So currently we are following a 3-step booking engine process, which is way brain dead simple. Any like child can use it. So first you go to the booking engine, we ask for the property selection, and yeah, it goes on. We just nudge for customers email ID in between. So yeah, UI UX wise, and one thing, Adam, which we always focus on is the load time. In e-commerce, every milliseconds matter a lot. So your booking engine should load so fast, like customer has no brainer to book from your booking engine. And yeah, that's what I think UI UX, and this is very important.
Mhm.
Load time.
Yeah. Kartik, what do you think about the local experiences and the shifting strategy around SEO and GEO, right? One of the ways that hotels are differentiating from what we've seen at Gain is really to expose your hotel to the local environment, the local experiences. And that's something that all the large OTAs are doing right now, right? Showing the major attractions nearby, showing any local tours that the traveler could do. And that's also a way of putting your hotel out there, right? And improving the ranking on all the search engines. Um, what is your view on adding those local experiences and I guess dynamic content to the hotel's website?
That's actually a very nice question, Vincent. So my skeptical view on this is, so I've been to a lot of markets while developing business for Simplotel. So nowadays, traveler wants to feel the culture of every country, feel the culture of every city, every street. They are crazy about feeling the culture. So now the hotel marketing, I think, needs to be shifted from specific hotel to specific location. I think what I usually suggest to hotels is you should market your destination first, and then the hotel is automatically marketed. Because if you aware customer about, like, these are the things to do near uh, New York, and in New York, you are educating customer, and now you have gained the trust of customer. Now it's I think the customer is in hot stage, it is your customer, so you get the customers. So I think it's really important in terms of SEO and GEO, because GEO also follows SEO. And if you have SEO on point, so whenever, again I repeat, whenever a traveler goes to any location, first he falls in love with location, then he falls in love with your hotel. So I think, yeah, that chronology follows in a great manner. So yeah.
Hmm. Just as a point of clarity, GEO, generative engine optimization, um, there's
Yeah.
it still is being defined because a lot of other people use AIO, uh, artificial intelligence
Yeah.
optimization. We aren't clear on which acronym will emerge as the leader, but from here out we can use GEO as our barometer for here going forward. Um, One important element I wanted to ask you, Kartik, as it relates to SEO,
Yeah.
GEO, and just overall is, can you describe what the data layer is? And this is important because a lot of people, we view a website very differently than how a computer looks at a website. So can you describe what the data layer is and some of the mapping schema that are embedded within that to help in terms of machine readability?
Yeah. So that's really important, which you have talked about. So Adam and Vincent, what I see is your website should be made for two users as of now. One is for your Google, one is for customers. Customers always sees your UI UX, so your website's navigation, your website load time, everything. But sees your website differently. Google's Google don't look at your website how
Mhm.
does customer look. So what I have observed in SEO is, so primarily SEO is combination of on-page and off-page SEO. So first thing which you need to fix is on-page technical SEO of your website. So for example, your website should have sitemaps. So y- I'll tell you the job of sitemap, what sitemap does. So sitemap is actually a table of content for your website. It works as actually a table of content of your website. So what we have seen is, imagine a job of Google's engineer. He has to crawl billions of websites every day, and he got only 1 minute to crawl your website. So if your website has right sitemaps, Google's job becomes very easy to crawl your website, and certainly it will improve your SEO rankings. So I think, yeah, if you follow the technical SEOs of your website, and the geo automatically follows. So I was reading an article few days back. So it says like, I'm very much enthused about this AI travel search right now. So what I have observed, Adam, is AI's bots scan very fast. So they also don't have much time to visit your every page of your website. So what practice we are doing at Simplotel right now is, we are focusing on improving the homepage of every website, because AI bots doesn't have much time to crawl your website. So what we can do is, on the homepage we can put 5 bullet USPs of your hotel, things nearby at your hotel which Vincent says. And the most important part is the reviews. You should have guest reviews on the homepage of your website, because AI models are not working on what you say, they work on what guests say about your property. So yeah, that is something I look after SEO and geo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's very interesting that you talk about that in terms of only reading the homepage, and that kind of can affect page load speed, which then can be penalized in terms of SEO. So, for my first
Yeah.
question is, from a technical SEO standpoint, how do you find that balance between
Hmm.
page load and giving a good UI or a good UX? And then number two is, could you start by describing the difference between technical SEO and content SEO?
So, Adam, what I think is, if you, my goal is not to stuff your homepage with all the keywords
Mhm.
which AI wants. My goal is to ensure that what AI wants to see is there
Mhm.
on the homepage. So AI wants to see guest reviews. So we can have a very nice slider bars for guest reviews. And if I talk about the loading speed of website, what we have observed, what we do at Simplotel is, it's very simple. So we put rich assets of your website on the server on CDN, which is Content Delivery Network. So what happens is, if a customer comes to your website, the images and videos are served from cloud, and the database and information is
Mhm.
coming from the database. So the load time is not an hurdle for us. It's what AI wants, is what we believe in. And yeah, regarding the technical SEO and content SEO, so basically I'll bifurcate it into two parts. So technical SEO is primarily the foundation of your website, how your website is made upon. You should have sitemaps in place, you should have schema in place. The URL structuring of your website should be pretty nice, because in technical SEO, what happens is, Google does three things. Google comes to your website, it crawls your website, then Google indexes your website into his library, for example, into his library, and then he ranks your website into that library. So whenever a customer comes, Google can actually go to his library and see for all the books, and show the most relevant books to the guest, to the visitor on the website. So yeah, I think technical SEO includes a lot of things, which are these canonical tags. You should have proper canonical tags. The sitemaps has to be submitted well. And yeah, if I talk about content, so I have a very nice example of content. So one of few days back, I was talking to a hotel. They have a very nice hotel in a very secluded place near jungle. So they wanted me to rank their website up on AI. So what I have actually suggested to them is, yeah, you can do the very nice content writing, which is again the content SEO of a website. So you should have
Mhm.
proper keywords on your website which your customer is looking for. So it starts from guest. So first we have to identify what guests are looking for and what is our USP. So for example, my resort's USP is peaceful family resort in a secluded place. So now most of the time, my niche customer is the customers who want peaceful staycation with their family. So now what I'll do with them is I'll do content writing based on those keywords. And yeah, once you do that, AI also reads that from Google that yeah, this resort is for uh, is it's very nice for a peaceful stay for with your family. Also, there is a very interesting fact which I got to know right now, few days back, is that what AI bots have actually done to that resort is, for example, when I went to Chat GPT and entered like, tell me best resorts in this place. So it showed me that resort. And then I asked, why you have shown me this result? So it said, I went to satellite and I actually looked at the location of resort. And what I have found is this resort is surrounded by jungle. So
Mhm.
it's very obvious that this is a secluded resort. So AI is doing a deep research, but yeah, deep and fast. Deep and fast research. So your content should be apt to your USP of
Right.
property.
Makes sense. And in terms of what goes beyond, there's a lot of data and a lot of let's say you have a optimized website, you get a lot of visitors, your booking engine is optimized. Um, how can you What is the next step after that? I know you guys do a lot with email, of course,
Mhm.
and email campaigns. And how do those two really work together, right? And having an optimized website and an optimized email strategy, I suppose.
Yeah. Um, so beyond these, there are also a lot of other things which we can do on website and booking engine. So for example, you go to Expedia, you get to see member rates, log in and get
Mhm.
extra immediate discounts.
Yeah.
You can have similar kind of thing on our booking engine, like log in and get instant gratification. No points, nothing. You get an instant discount of 5-10%. This can really drive booking. Member rate is one thing. Other than that, Vincent, what we can do is, so there are a lot of things which actually drives customer decision towards making a booking through any specific channel. One of them is cancellation policies. You can have better cancellation policies on your website. This
Mhm.
is a very minor thing, but change your cancellation policy for a month and see the jump in your bookings, because customer also wants to see a flexible cancellation policy, and if you have that on your website, it's a no brainer for customer. You can also even play on the payment policies. You can have book now pay later on your
Mhm.
booking engine. You can have lot of other things like pay 20% now, pay 80% rest of that when you come at the hotel. These are the things which can motivate hotel toward guest toward making a reservation to the booking agent. And yeah, if you do right remarketing to the guest at right time, I think what really worked for us is the remarketing, automated remarketing, which we do for hotels. In that, we usually send last minute discounts. So I know Adam is interested in buying a hotel at my on my website. What I can, but he abandoned it at the last step. What I know is it's a right customer for me. He can buy. So I can immediately send him an automated mailer. Hey, Adam, we still have rooms available for you. Here is 10% extra off for you. So yeah, I think these are the things we can do apart from, yeah.
I'm really intrigued by the movement with this digital storefront towards adaptive website content. The fact that the first time somebody arrives at the
Yeah.
website, they look at certain pages, and then that user behavior gets inputted into the booking engine to then adapt what's in the booking engine. And then they might abandon, or they'll exit the site, or they abandon cart, and then they come back a second time, and then the website and the booking engine can remember who they were. Can you talk to us about what's
Yeah.
possible from an adaptive content standpoint and some of the benefits therein of how that benefits direct channel bookings?
Yeah. So if I talk about adaptive content, you really greatly said that personalization really works well. So, for example, what you can do actually in travel is, so nowadays customer has a lot of resources to explore hotels across the globe. So what they actually do is they do a lot of window shopping. They go to 25 different websites before making a reservation. So what actually OTAs have done is, I'm taking an example of OTA because we take them as an inspiration because that has really helped them to grow the bookings. So what you see is, whenever you go to, for example, Expedia, you search for hotels in Toronto, you don't make a reservation. The moment you come back, it says, "Hey Adam, continue your booking for hotels in Toronto." Similarly, we can do it on hotel website because customer come to your websites again and again. What if we remember what customer has done on the last step? It can actually reduce the friction. Like how? Because he doesn't need to enter all these steps again. We know their preferences, we know the everything what they selected. So yeah, that's what actually adaptive website can do. And even again, the live pricing thing is
Mhm.
also same. You can have live pricing on the first fold. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's super important because we always talk about what happens inside a hotel from a guest experience point of view, and recognizing loyal members and repeating the last name of the guest. Right, any five-star hotel and
Yeah.
will have to repeat the guest's last name three times in a conversation. Right, and that's up to Forbes standard or the whatever standard they uphold. But what gets talked about less often is how to personalize the guest experience online on your digital storefront or your digital journey, right?
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense, and there's no excuse in 2025 or heading into 2026 to not have enabled all those technologies that actually make a guest book on your hotel and recognizing that this is their seventh stay, giving them an extra treat or giving them the option for a free upgrade if they spend 3 nights or more or whatever it is that you want to do, right? As long as you have the technology that to enable it, there's really no excuse, I suppose.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So in this move here for channel shift, right, getting people to prefer the direct channel versus OTAs. One other aspect to all this is total revenue in terms of hotel room night plus ancillaries, whatever those ancillaries are. If they're welcome amenity, F&B voucher, spa, activity, excursion, etc. Um, you mentioned earlier about the whole idea of having more flexible um, payment schemes in terms of payment rails like buy now, pay later, PayPal embedded, as well as cancellation policies
Yeah.
and the division of when you pay. What can be done to incentivize direct bookings in terms of packaging those ancillaries and therein growing total revenue per guest?
Absolutely. 100% makes sense. Yeah. I forgot to tell you one thing. What we can also do here is, it's a great idea. We usually suggest. So, pricing, cancellation policy, offers are one thing which drive customers' intention towards booking any channel. One thing which hotel can actually utilize is the bundling of things, which actually is getting sold only on their
Mhm.
own channel. So, what OTAs are not doing right now is they are not selling packages for every resort. So, for example, there is a wellness package which is offered by resort. It is only offered on the direct channel. So what it really drives is to customer to book direct. And also what we can do here is, for example, we use this strategy to show why book direct benefits on the homepage of website. So we put explicitly that why you have to book direct. So in those 5 book direct benefits, what we actually mention is you get early check-in and late checkout subjected to availability. You get 20% off on foods and beverages. You get a free welcome drink when you book through website. So yeah, I think it really helps in ancillary commercialization of the hotels. And Adam, also what I think is a digital storefront is not just about selling rooms. It also saves times and help hotels sell more. So we have to embed upsells like spa treatments, airport transfers, or experiences directly during the booking flow or even after the
Mhm.
booking. So, for example, if you go to any airline, once you book a flight, you receive immediate email asking for adding meals or adding some extra baggages. Hotels can do the same. This will increase the ancillary revenue like how, and it also reduces pressure on the front desk of hotel and reservation team. So yeah, I think adding experiences to your value proposition really helps in increasing the RevPAR also.
Therein, we have to ask the
Makes sense.
question about data integrations. So the holy grail
Yeah,
is you have the flow of website to booking engine, it's packaged, and then directly from that package purchase, if somebody gets F&B or spa, it takes them right into book their mealtime or their spa treatment, etc. What is possible there in terms of having that unified flow from website to booking engine to ancillary booking engine?
absolutely. Yeah. So let's take an
Mhm.
example of an all-inclusive resort in Barbados. So we met in Barbados last time. So I'll take an example of resort in Barbados. So for example, earlier the website of resort is might be built by an agency. The booking engine is by another vendor and analytics are sitting somewhere else. So what actually happens here is the hotel doesn't clearly know which pages led to booking, where guests drop off, or which offers actually worked for them really well. So having all these things in one place, website booking engine, will help you to see how many users have actually entered the booking engine from website, how many got converted, and where the drop-offs have happened. And even what we can do here is we can actually see the reason of drop-off. Was the reason length of stay? Was the reason restrictions we have put on the booking engine? Is the reason inventory unavailable, which is actually a very nice reason to have? So we can actually check the whole booking engine funnel and really see on which level we are getting stuck, on which level our booking engine is getting choked. So if you have a combined digital front, you can actually do that. Even what we do is we have added the upsells like experiences in the booking flow itself. Once you select your room, you will be asked for adding upsells like spa, jacuzzi, or airport transfer. And let's say you don't make a reservation for those upsells at that moment. We start when you book a room, we send them on your arrival email as well. Like, hey, you have booked a room with us. It's great to see you at our property. You can add these services as well. So I think this will improve ancillary revenue a lot. And on metric wise, I personally love his
Mhm.
booking window. This is really interesting to me. So it actually shows how many days before check-in guests are searching and booking. So based on this, what you can design is advanced purchase offers, staycation deals, or last minute discounts. OTAs are not doing that. OTAs are not giving advanced purchase offers, staycation deals. That is exclusively for you. So you can even utilize those kind of metrics. And again, this makes your game fast because now you need not to manage multiple channels. Earlier, you have to talk to website vendor, then to booking engine vendor, then to analytics or any other vendor. Now, if you have one thing in place, you can actually utilize that very well. It will save your time and you can even focus more on your core areas. So, yeah,
I think that deserves a little bit more unpacking because that's very powerful in terms of the unified analytics. And let's unpack the
yeah,
booking window in terms of saying, well, we were looking at a bunch of different data sources, including GA4, Google Analytics. We were looking at our paid search, our
Yeah.
demand side platform. We were looking at what we're pulling out of the PMS, and then we were back rationalizing everything through an Excel spreadsheet. Now, essentially, what you're saying
Yeah.
is that we can look and see through one unified analytics platform how often people are booking ahead of days out from arrival for basic standard room, suites, packages, etc. Is that what you're saying? And maybe give us another example to
Yeah.
fully color that in, because that is game changing.
Yeah. So travel is something which is always pre-planned. Most of the hotels target audience nowadays is leisure traveler, and we focus on improving direct bookings for leisure traveler. So leisure travelers are the ones who always pre-plan everything. So in every market, what I have observed, Adam, is the booking window is different. So for example, if you go to any resort in Caribbean, the booking window will be of 20 to 25 days prior to the travel. So what this actually teaches us is we have an opportunity to drive direct bookings here, because what we can do for that customer who is looking for a stay in 25 days prior to us is we can run the staycation package, we can run advanced purchase packages there. We can offer them advanced purchase deal like save 25% with 25 days advance purchase. You are getting your inventory booked, and it's a no brainer for you. So you can use that booking window very well. And along with the booking window, what we can provide metric to you is the length of stay. So we will give you the metric of how many days prior to check-in customer is looking for a stay, what is the length of stay for that metric, and what is the conversion ratio. So based on these three metrics, you can strategize things on your website and you can market them on social media or wherever you want to. So I think in resorts heavy market or in leisure market, this booking window works really, really well. So yeah.
Yeah. What kind of, Carter, can you talk a little bit more about the integrations that you have currently? So what kind of PMS providers, what kind of, do you integrate with more channel managers, for example, that utilize your booking engine? Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that, if you will.
Yeah. So currently in terms of integration, we have quite a few with PMSs, with
Yeah.
channel managers. Primarily, we integrate with the channel manager.
Yeah.
So we need to get ARIs from channel manager, and we get that easily from them. So we need to have availability rates and inventories. So we usually integrate with channel manager. We are integrated with few of them prominent ones: Rate Gain, Rate Tigers, Cloudbeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are integrated with these ones. And in terms of payment gateways, we are integrated with PayPal, Stripe, Worldline, and a lot of other vendors. So, and it's an open-ended game. We keep integrating with whatever comes in our way. So,
Yeah. What would be an ideal customer for you guys? Describe the ideal customer. What kind of pain points do they face? The top three pain points, and how would you solve those pain points? Anything from would that be an independent hotel that's struggling to really get more direct bookings from a standpoint from OTA or direct bookings, or is it rather a larger group? Um, yeah, what would be your ideal customer?
so our ICP lies between two types of hotels primarily. One is independent boutique hotels who are looking to grow their direct channel, because we have to have some synergies between us and their vision.
Yeah,
So any independent boutique hotels who is looking to grow their direct channel of website bookings, we serve to them. And the second major target audience and ICP for us is a national group of hotels or a domestic group of chain of hotels, because these are the chains which have a very huge potential of growing direct bookings, because there is always a brand pull there. You have 10, 12 properties in California. You have a brand pull in California. So there, if we if we place things in a right manner, I think we can significantly grow their direct bookings.
Yeah.
So yeah, so these are the
Okay.
two primarily customers who we target.
Makes sense.
Kartik, to finish off here, what's
Yeah,
next for Simplotel and what features are getting you excited about the future of direct bookings in this digital storefront?
awesome. Um, so what excites us most at Simplotel is the future of direct bookings. When we started, many hoteliers thought that direct bookings would never be significant. Today, we have proven that this is a real. They can really grow their direct channel. And if I talk about our focus, now our focus is on building future-ready solutions like AI bots and chatbots, which are integrated into your website and booking engine. So, actually, what we are building right now is AI bots, chatbots, and voice bot, which can integrate to your website and booking engine so that a customer can make a reservation through AI. So, why we haven't launched it yet is we are giving it a human touch. Right now, if you see all the voice bots in the market, you can really sense the difference whether it's an AI or it's a human. So what we are doing different is we are trying to keep the experience human so that you can actually focus on improving other things and AI will do the job of front desk. And yeah, it's simple. We'll keep building features and tools as long as they help hotels grow their direct bookings. So yeah, that's what our future is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great way to finish off because you've touched on a lot of key points. AIO, GEO, whichever we're going to call it, the data layer, and of course, this whole idea of a unified analytics to look at things like incentives around length of stay, booking window, and driving advanced saver discounts. So, Kartik, thank you so much. A fantastic tutorial in terms of the future, what people can expect from direct bookings and really driving that incremental value. Thank you.
thank you so much, Adam. This was a great session. Vincent, it was great. Wow, talking to you. Yeah,
Good to meet you. And yeah, I think on a closing note, I think today there's never been a more important time to invest in your website because with AI coming up and ChatGPT recommending your hotel, there's never been a greater time to invest now than ever before. So thank you very
absolutely.
much and good luck out there in the wild or the wild west of hospitality. And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, see you again.
Thanks, Kartik.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks for listening to the Gain Momentum podcast. To stay up to date, make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Gain Advisors, head to gainadvisors.com.